All right, welcome everyone again. My name is Tom Philman, for those of you who forgot. I'm with Bristol Myers Squibb, medical strategy, cardiovascular metabolics. I'm here to talk to you about medical strategy. And it sounds pretty sexy, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about what it is. All right, so basically our function here is to participate in a medical matrix team. We work across departments in supporting a medical plan which is based upon an unmet medical need that exists in the healthcare system. So really, what does that mean? It's pretty wordy. Essentially, what we do is we identify where there's gaps of information or there's unmet medical needs in the healthcare system, either with patients or with providers. And we go through our company, we see if internally we have some data, some clinical trials, some studies, or if we can give them some direction on how to address or proceed with that. Think of an example. One of the products that I support, a few smaller brands, but one of them is Coumadin. And you can imagine if there's going to be a drug with a lot of questions, it's going to be Coumadin. And so one of the questions we get a lot is drug-drug interactions with newer supported products, something that's coming to the market. And so I'm going to work you through a quick example about Coumadin. So let's call this bridging the gap. So within the healthcare system, let's say that healthcare providers and patients have questions about some new approved product, and they're wondering if this is appropriate for my patient to take with Coumadin. So what happens is healthcare providers and patients give insights into the pharmaceutical company. And based on those insights, we identify an area of unmet medical need. In this context, the unmet medical need is a drug-drug interaction with our product, Coumadin, and a new product to the market. We incorporate that into our medical plan, and we develop a strategy and a timeline. So the strategy here may be, let's try to incorporate this into some medical literature and get this out to the healthcare community within 3 months. So medical strategy then would help execute tactics. We're working with marketing, maybe our field medical force. And the tactic here may be to incorporate these new products to see if we have any sort of clinical literature that would suggest there may be an interaction, incorporate that into our package insert or our product labeling, maybe have our sales force communicate that message out to physicians. And then we can evaluate whether this product or this process was successful by looking at physicians and patients and wondering if they still have those same questions. So we can do this process with a variety of insights that we get. As you'll see the slide a variety of times, I think, within all the fellows that are going to present today. But really, you do have the opportunity to work cross-functionally with a variety of departments here. I'm not going to label those for you because you'll hear them many times. But the question I want to propose to you guys is, how does medical strategy interact with these departments? And we do two things. We ensure that other departments are in alignment with our medical plans. So we're all communicating the same message and we have the same goals. And secondary, we support and coordinate other departments' roles and responsibilities around meeting these unmet medical needs. Some of the activities is that we actually plan Bristol Myers Squibb's attendance at regional and national conferences. And a colleague of mine, Alex Zrilovich, who's also a medical strategy fellow in CV Metabolics, and I were responsible. We were the point leads for Bristol Myers Squibb in coordinating our attendance at the American Heart Association conference last week, which was in New Orleans. So there's a little bit of travel associated with this, which is great, attending the conferences. We also work very closely with legal and regulatory departments in getting out any sort of marketing or medical pieces out to the community. We collaborate very closely with medical affairs, like Jen had talked about, very similar positions, with some of our opinion leaders. So these are the physicians that are publishing data, running clinical trials, writing guidelines, as well as working very closely with medical associations. We also lead the medical training of our sales force. So from that standpoint, we're still very clinical, but there's interactions with the commercial organization as well. We develop strategies around lifecycle management of products, and so that's to say that the needs of a product that's maybe newly launched are very different than a product that's been on the market for 5 years, which are very different than a product that's going off patent. So we make sure that we're developing the needs of a product throughout its life. As far as we also review medical education grants, so we look at what sort of programs that we're interested in sponsoring to educate healthcare professionals as far as how to use our products safe and effectively. And we also, in summary, I guess, we provide strategic medical direction to all the departments within Bristol Myers Squibb. And there's the company partner, singular. Thank you much.